Ain't nothing he ain't seen before he made it. The bottom of this pan black. You see me know some auntie I gotta say something about this. Favorite American back again. Go tell your girls, go tell your friends. It's Kimmy, hey, hey. It's Kimmy, hey, hey. Gonna put a big old smile on your face, so don't be a hater and hit play. It's Kimmy, hey, hey. It's Kimmy. Oh Lord. Today I'm gonna give you 5 things that you can do today to build out a relationship with Jesus that is meaningful and sustainable. We need to have practicality in the way that we serve God, because at the end of the day, this is a relationship. You cannot have a relationship with somebody without a little sprinkle of practicality. And also, I've been getting a lot of feedback from friends, from family, being like, you need to get online and start talking about God and your relationship with him in the way that you do, because the way that you say things helps me to understand God in a way that I didn't before and I'm not really familiar with, but I like it. So you should go online and talk about it. I need to eat. I'm about to make some Jamaican fried dumplings. Who knows this? The bottom of this pan black. You see me know some auntie I gotta say something about this. I am breaking my fast with fried dumplings. I'm gonna drink some tea before I pray for the best, but your girl is hungry. Let's go, and I'll give you tip number 1. Number 1, you're gonna tell God, good morning. That's it. It sounds silly. It seems like nonsensical, but that's literally all you have to do. First tip, tell God good morning in the morning. That's it. Now, if that leads you to deciding to pray, I think that's a win for the team. Just like you would if you were with your partner and you guys both woke up, hopefully, you would say good morning to them. A little something, acknowledge that they exist. That is without a doubt one practical thing, and I would say the number 1 practical thing that you could do if you've decided to start walking with Jesus. Just acknowledge that he's there and he's now a part of your life. Beautiful thing. Yes! This is an insane way to break your fast with fried dumplings and eggs, but your girl is hungry. Yes, it is this good to be this extra. Also, filming this is forcing me to slow down while I eat. You know what else will slow me down? Telling you the second tip. You see, the same way that I'm eating, I'm enjoying, I'm like crying tears of joy at how good this food is after a fast. If you've just come into a relationship with Jesus, or you're trying to strengthen your relationship with Jesus, you are spiritually hungry, right? Nobody's been feeding your soul, your spirit man. All it's been getting is spiritual junk food, spiritual McDonald's. But what you need is some real food. You need at least 1 scripture a day, something that your soul could nibble on so that it doesn't end up depraved and unable to fight against any temptation. Even in Matthew 4, Jesus was tempted. If we saw that even he was tempted, then we know, trust me, we ain't got no chance. We're gonna be tempted too. But the key thing here is how Jesus fought the temptation. And I'm just gonna use one example. We ain't gotta go through the whole chapter. Y'all can read it in your own time, because we're reading verses now, right? We're reading scriptures now, right? We're feeding our spirit man now, right? Then Jesus was led by the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted there by the devil. For 40 days and 40 nights he fasted and became very hungry. During that time the devil came and said to him, "If you are the Son of God, tell these stones to become loaves of bread." Sounds logical, right? Lies! Lies of the enemy. But Jesus told him, "No, the scriptures say people do not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of God." Period. He says, no, the scriptures say. That's what he uses to fight against the enemy. That tells me that what we need to use is the word. But if we don't have a little nibble on the word daily, then we are constantly going to be attacked. It's not all a bed of roses and rainbows when you come to serve Jesus. There's still challenges. There's still spiritual warfare, which I could get into in another video. But the point is, the weapon that you're going to use to stand up against the thoughts that come into your mind, these anxious thoughts, these fearful thoughts, these thoughts that tell you that you're not this and you can't do this, that's warfare that's going on in the mind. What you use to combat that is the truth, and the truth is in the word. So you need to have at least one scripture a day so that your spirit man has a little something to fight with, even just a little rock, just a little verse. Be still and know that he is God. Like a little something. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Don't come telling me about I'm about to be poor for the rest of my life or in debt for the rest of the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. You gotta get something to swing with. Alright, girl. Number 3, music choices. When I was growing up, it was only Kirk Franklin, Mary Mary, and maybe some Fred Hammond. You ready for your blessing? Melodies of heaven. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. That was a bop. It's still a bop. Now we have Forrest Frank. We have No Big Deal. We have Portia Love. We have Anike. We have Maverick City Music. We have Elevation Worship. Like, there are so many options. If you want to listen to rap, then rap music is there. My all-time favorite, other than No Big Deal, is definitely Scooty Wop. Like, I know the name sounds crazy, but Scooty Wop's music gets me every single time. What's Up, Slow Down, or Reverb, Slowed Reverb, I don't remember. That song slaps every single time. Hold on, let me put y'all on right now. If you want some Afro beats, Lulu is that girl. If you're looking for soulful music, I love Victory Boyd's album. I listen to Victory Boyd's album once a day. When I'm going to bed, that's the vibes. Like, when I really want to lock in, that's the vibe. Ooh! And I forgot for rap too, for that, like, he put out an album that is kind of like Afro beats, but like trappy vibey, is Alex Jean. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but his voice sounds like he's been tarrying with the Lord for days with no water, but it sounds amazing. No shade to Alex. It sounds amazing. Like, I just love the raspiness of his voice. There's so many good Christian artists nowadays that are putting out vibey music that you can listen to and feed your spirit with. If you're like me and you need a vibe, those are the go-tos. Those are who I would recommend. And what that does is put you in a position where you're thinking more about God than you are about like the temptation. It's not even about like, oh, this is secular music. To me, it's what is the song saying? And is that making me feel closer to God or farther away from him? Number 4 might seem dumb, but you know what else is dumb? Backsliding, and we're not finna do that. Set an alarm. When I was working in corporate, I realized that around like 3-4 o'clock is when my mind would be frazzled and I would not be thinking about God at all. So once I realized that, I was like, all right, I need to set an alarm for 3 o'clock to say either what's something that you're grateful for or what did you learn in devotion today. When I say devotion, that is just a time where I read my Bible and talk to God. So whenever I say devotion, that's what I mean. Having that physical reminder pop up on your phone will actually do wonders because it gives you a second to pause and be like, all right, regardless of what's going on, I'm not doing this by myself. And I remember that I learned this morning that God is a provider. God is a healer. God is a caring God. He's a loving God. Whatever you learned about God that day, take a second, put it in your phone. It's simple, sounds dumb, but it does wonders. Last but certainly not least, at the end of your day, you're going to tell God about your day out loud. A lot of times we be praying in our heads and then we start thinking about this, we start thinking about that, we start overthinking. Out loud, you won't tell God, God, this is what happened today, as if he's not omnipresent, as if he wasn't there, as if he did not walk with you throughout the whole day. It's the same way that you would with a life partner. If you are partnering in life with somebody, whether that be your significant other or a friend who's like a soulmate, you tell them everything. You literally tell them everything. You can't wait to jump on. I know for me and my best friend, can't wait to jump on a voice note and tell her this happened, that happened, this happened, that happened, this happened. Or my mom or whoever's in your life that's important to you, you tell them about your day. If you have children, if you have a significant other, and you can't do that out loud, find somewhere, girl. Find somewhere. Even if it's in the shower. Sometimes in the shower, I'll be talking to God. It ain't nothing he ain't seen before he made it. He knows what it is. So I talk to him and tell him exactly what happened out loud. Those are my 5 tips. If you have stayed, let me set up my little tripod. If you have stayed to the end of this video, I appreciate you so much. I am Kimmy Coleman. I am your favorite practical believer. That's who I am. If you knew me as a Jamaican New Yorker, I'm still her, but I've always been this. I am your favorite practical believer, coming to you with practical things that you can do as a believer to strengthen your relationship with God. Anything that I can to help you to grow in your walk with Christ, I will do it. And if you ever have any ideas for a video, drop it below and let's see what we could do. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you'll subscribe, and of course, share this video. God bless you. I love you, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye.